Well, consumer inflation for February is expected to ease to its lowest level in more than 4 years. But the low CPI number is unlikely to prompt the Reserve Bank to lower interest rates. Economists say price pressures are already building up and inflation will rise sharply again in the coming months.
A sharp drop in inflation often raises hopes of an interest rate cut. February inflation numbers out tomorrow are expected to show CPI inflation moderating to an annual 3.8% from 4.4% in January. That's the lowest level in 4 years. The downward pressure on inflation will come from lower fuel prices during the February month and a slightly firmer rent compared to the current levels.
For the man on the streets, the decline in inflation is good news because it means the rate at which the prices of goods isn't increasing as sharply. However, when it starts increasing more steeply, which is possible in coming months, it could lead to an erosion in the growth of their disposable income.
Also out tomorrow is January retail sales data. Expectations are that growth in retail sales would have slowed to around 2.6%, following buoyant December sales of 3.4% compared to the same period the previous year.
Retail sales, we're expecting that the growth will have declined slightly, but it's unlikely to be in a sharp decline. We've seen a possible stabilization in the financial position of households, but also the decline in fuel prices has assisted with the growth in disposable income. But this, instead of being put towards increasing retail sales, could be used by households more to retire existing debts.
Economists say the Reserve Bank is unlikely to cheer the low inflation number as growth in the rate of price increases is expected to accelerate in the next few months. Tomorrow's numbers are expected to give the bank some space to keep rates unchanged later this month while preparing the market for a possible hike as early as July. A slowdown in retail sales, on the other hand, means less support for the economy that remains heavily reliant on strong consumer spending. SABC News, Johannesburg.